Hello. If you want to learn English while learning about the world, then English for a Better World, my channel, is the right place to go. Today, our lesson is about houses. We will describe houses, our homes. Are you ready? Okay, so let's get into it. Lesson 9. I live in a small apartment. Let's look at this picture. What do you see in this picture? Well, you have homeless people and peopleless homes. So it's a strange situation. You have people without homes and homes without people. Okay. So let's look at the highlights. You will learn how to describe your home. What's your home like? Okay, and of course, vocabulary. You will learn words about homes and houses, and the grammar there is, there are. And the reading, we will look at homeless people. Okay, so let's get started. So, what's your house like? Let's ask Rasta, Max, Nizar, and Soso. All right, so let's begin with Rasta. What's your house like? I live in a small apartment. It has 2 small bedrooms, a small bathroom, and an open kitchen. It doesn't have any balcony and it doesn't have a nice view. So, what about your house? Or do you live in a house or an apartment? Is it the same as Rasta's apartment? Let's look at Nazar. Nazar, what's your house like? My house is fairly large. It has 5 rooms, a backyard, and a front yard, 3 bathrooms, 2 living rooms, and 2 garages. It has an amazing view of the river. Nice. I love the river. Okay, so what about your house? Does it have a nice view? So, Max, what's your house like? A small, 1-story house with a car garage and a tiny backyard. The basement has our TV room, laundry room, my mom's bedroom, and a bathroom. And finally, Susu, what's your house like? I'm homeless and I usually live in the streets. Sometimes I find empty old houses and I stay there for a short time. My dream house is to have a house. What about you guys? What's your dream house? And describe your house. What's your house like? Are you homeless? I hope not. Houses. Now let's look at some types of houses. First picture is a big yard. Slums. Dream house. The kind of house you would like to have is called a dream house. Rich house. Apartment building, TP, African house, poor house, greenhouse, well, nice view, noisy neighbor, I have quiet neighborhood, okay? So, all right, now let's look at some useful expressions that help you describe your house. We have adjective and opposite. Cramped, spacious, roomy, comfortable, uncomfortable, noisy, quiet, peaceful, dark, sunny, bright, lively, sleepy, expensive, cheap or inexpensive, rent, high or low. We say the rent is high or the rent is low. Now, time to describe your house. Just answer the questions to describe your house. The questions are, what's your house like? How many rooms does it have? Does it have a nice view? Does it have a yard? What's your neighborhood like? Is it quiet, safe, nice? What are your neighbors like? Are they friendly, unfriendly, nosy? How safe is your neighborhood? Is it safe? What's your dream house like? And remember, for homeless people, Their dream house is to have a house. All right, so pause the video and describe your house. What's your house like? It's big and beautiful. How many rooms does it have? It has 4 bedrooms and 2 halls. Does it have a nice view? It's near the river. Does it have a yard? It has a backyard and a front yard. What's your neighborhood like? It's really quiet and peaceful. What are your neighbors like? They are warm, friendly, and very helpful. How safe is your neighborhood? It's very safe. What's your dream house like? I already have a nice house. I'm happy with it. Next, our listening. What's your neighborhood like? Listen to the recording and match each person with the right pictures. So, lively, crowded, making noise, near a park, shopping center, safe. Pause the video, listen carefully, and match each person with the right picture.
What's your neighborhood like?
My neighborhood is very crowded and it's very safe.
I live near a big park. It has good weather, but really noisy.
I live in a very peaceful, very quiet area, except the birds keep making a lot of noise.
I live in a commercial neighborhood, so it's so crowded and so busy, but it's so lively. There are lots of shops and stores there.
I live in a very safe neighborhood with a lot of shopping centers, but it is a little crowded.
I live in a peaceful house. It is a little bit nice, and my neighborhood is really beautiful and a little bit crowded.
Now, time for our dialogue. Sharing an apartment. I like sharing. Fill in the blanks with there is or there are. All right, there are 4 pictures: downtown, workplace, supermarket, subway station, metro station. Well, read the dialogue carefully and then fill in the blanks with there is or there are. Pause the video. Hi, Abdul. This is Noor. Hi, what's up? Not much. Actually, I want to be your roommate if you don't mind. In fact, I'm looking for a roommate and I would love to share the apartment with you. Great. Where is it exactly? It's in downtown. That's wonderful because I work around that area. Is there any subway station near your apartment? There is one about 200 meters from the apartment. Also, there are 2 bus stops near the apartment. What about supermarkets? There are 2 just around the corner. Everything is within reach. One more question. How much is the rent? It's $500. Your share will be $250. Good. I can afford that. When can I move in? Anytime. Speaking, tell me about your neighborhood. We have hospital, cinema, park, bakery. All right, and we have useful expressions to help you describe your neighborhood. So across from, in front of, behind, next to, around the corner. And around the corner means near. So, for example, is there a hospital in your neighborhood? There is one across from the police station. Okay, so now go ahead. Is there a cinema nearby? And use there is, there are to describe your neighborhood. So we have hospital, cinema, park, bakery. So in the comment section below, describe your neighborhood. Next, our reading, homeless people. Let's learn about homeless people in the world. Okay, so please read this text and fill in the blanks with there is or there are. Look at the pictures: losing a home, homeless children, tent city, and empty houses. Pause the video and do this exercise. Ben is sad today because his friend in America is homeless now. His friend is jobless and he doesn't have any money to rent an apartment. Ali knows that there are 150 million homeless people in the world. He tells Ben that there are 100 million street children in the world. He also explains that the main reason is that houses are very expensive in the world and most people can't afford to buy a house. He is also very upset because there is something he cannot understand. Why there are millions of homeless people when there are millions of empty houses in the world? 18 million empty homes in the US alone. He keeps telling Ali that something is very wrong with this world. Finally, our grammar focus is there is and there are. So let's look at the rule. Use there is for a singular countable noun like chair, book. There is a bus station near my house. It's singular countable noun. There is an ambulance in the hospital. Use there is for an uncountable noun like water, like sugar, like tea. There's some sugar in your tea. There's water in the fridge. Now, use there are for countable plural nouns, chairs, books, only, okay? There are many problems in the world. There are a lot of empty houses. So, time for our practice. Complete these sentences. Use there is or there are. Pause the video and do it. Well, that's all for today. If you enjoy these lessons, you know what to do. Hit the subscribe button and tell your friends about the channel. If you don't enjoy the lessons, tell your friends about it and hit the subscribe button. See you next Saturday.